Do you and your employees have the plans and supplies in place to withstand the first 3 to 5 days after a disaster? Employee preparedness can make the difference in whether your business is able to effectively recover from a disaster. The Fairfax County Office of Emergency Management suggests 3 basic steps to be prepared for any emergency.
We recommend that business owners prepare for an all-hazards approach to emergency preparedness. What this means is that they're taking all emergencies into consideration when developing their continuity of operations plans and also personal preparedness plans for both themselves and their employees. What we recommend is that each individual have a 3-step process to preparing for all hazards emergencies. Get a kit, make a plan, and stay informed. The Office of Emergency Management really encourages businesses to make sure that their employees are prepared. The reason for this is that if your employees are prepared, you're more likely to continue with operations during an emergency. So what we do is offer workplace preparedness where we actually go on site and give emergency presentations that teach employees what they need to have at work, at home, and even in their car in order to be better prepared for an emergency.
Make a plan. Disasters can happen at any time, when your family is at home, at work, or out shopping. Determine how you will connect with your family and where you will meet to get back together if you're separated during an emergency. More information is available at readyvirginia.gov and makeaplan.org. Assemble a kit. An emergency kit should contain basic supplies to help you survive a disaster. Think first about the basics of survival: fresh water, food, clean air, and warmth. Your emergency kit should contain enough supplies for each family member to survive for 3 days. Employees should also consider a smaller kit for their office, including snack foods, personal needs like medications and other appropriate items, in case it's necessary to shelter in place while at work. Stay informed. The most convenient way to stay up to date about local emergencies is to register for the Community Emergency Alert Network. CEAN sends emergency alerts and day-to-day updates about severe weather and traffic conditions to registered Fairfax County users. Businesses as well as individuals can register to receive messages by phone, pager, email, and SMS text message. A business can add up to 5 employees so that those with responsibilities of informing their coworkers will know what's happening and can share that information. Although the individual who registers is the main contact, all registered employees will receive the same emergency message. Networking multiple employees to CEAN is intended to foster internal alert communication and emergency response programs. To register for CEAN as a business, go to fairfaxcounty.gov/CEAN and click on Register as a Business.
Business owners need to realize that if they do not have a continuity of operations plan, statistics from FEMA and from other organizations have shown that within 2 years of a disaster, more than 50% of them will be out of business. So the idea is to maintain your business operations in the event of a disaster. One of the things that we here at Fairfax OEM want to do is create partnerships with these businesses. We need to do these partnership agreements now. And if they need help in setting up an emergency plan or emergency operations, continuity of operations, whatever it is that they need, we can work that out now, whether that's doing a presentation, training. But we want to develop that partnership so that we can work together to ensure the best possible chance for these businesses to continue in the event of a disaster.
Emergency preparedness is an effective process. Although planning is critical, it's not the only factor. Training, drills, testing equipment, and coordinating activities are also very important functions. To be successful, emergency management contingency plans require upper management support. The chief executive sets the tone by authorizing planning to take place and directing senior management to get involved.
Yeah, we have an emergency response team, which I head up, that consists of representatives from security, facilities, HR, ethics, and we get together at my call. On some events we will sit there and try to plan in advance of something going to happen. Example could be a hurricane which is coming down and the storm's going to affect us in this area. We'd call that team together, look at what we may want to consider, put the information all together, send it to our president and give him options of what he might want to start doing before the event begins to impact on our location. We are required by our corporate leadership to have a test of the plan every year. And every year we go through, select one of our locations, and I will put together a tabletop exercise, or in some cases I might put together an actual exercise and walk in and tell them to evacuate the building and see what happens. And as they go through this, then we, as I said earlier, go back and identify any areas where we have some shortfalls and come up with a way to recover from those shortfalls. Should one of our senior leadership be incapacitated or even not available, they could be on travel, what have you, that everyone knows within those areas where we identify the senior leadership and the people on the teams who would step into place. For example, if our president were not available, then the executive vice president would take over, and then right on down the line.
Every year, emergencies take their toll on businesses. Business owners can limit injuries and damages and return more quickly to normal operations if they plan ahead. Whether you operate from a high-rise building or industrial complex, own, rent, or lease your property, large and small businesses must prepare to stay in business. Disasters are going to happen. The best way to survive is through preparation, and the best way to prepare is to understand that emergencies can happen to anyone at any time and at any place.
We have a template for a continuity of operations, and it can be customized based on their particular business needs. It can either be a small business or a large business. The template can be expanded or contracted based on their individual setup. Another classic example, and something that needs to be planned for, is a pandemic plan. How are you going to run your business if at least 50% of your employees can't come to work? Either they may be sick or they may have a family member that's sick. What is your options for possibly telework? Can employees work from home and so forth? Employee accountability, again, is a key element, especially in a pandemic situation. What are your leave policies? Do you allow employees to take sick leave, extended sick leave, under these circumstances? Will payroll continue? Employees need to work. They need to provide for their families and so forth. If your business shuts down, it's one of the key elements to maintaining your business is maintaining your employees.
The Fairfax Office of Emergency Management can help business owners and their employees prepare for any emergency. For information, contact the Fairfax Office of Emergency Management at 571-350-1000, TTY 711.